Well, hello, my friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another live CGC unboxing. Guys, it's Thanksgiving Day weekend up here in Canada, and I figured I'd come on here and do a quick, sort of quick CGC Signature Series unboxing. That's right. I had a whole bunch of books come back from Fanexpo's Signature Series from Sarasota, and I figured I'd come on here and share them with you because this Tuesday, I'm going to do something very different. I'm going to be having a trading card unboxing this Tuesday night at 8:45 p.m. with special guest Travis Mulford, who is an expert when it comes to PSA grading and PSA submissions and trading cards in general. He has a long history with cards, and I thought it'd be good to have him on board this Tuesday to go over the cards that are coming back from PSA as well. So again, guys, today we're just going to do, I have 2 boxes here, a variety of magazines, comics. Some comics are not Signature Series, but most are. So anyways, guys, let's see who's here. It's a very impromptu video, so I don't imagine I'm going to have a huge amount of people showing up today. They'll probably watch it on the fly. John, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. And my American friends are like, what Thanksgiving? What are you talking about? We don't have Thanksgiving's not for another month. Yes, up here in Canada, we have our Thanksgiving about a month before you guys do south of the border. So it is a holiday weekend up here in Canada. Okay, let's get started. We'll start with some magazines first. And some of these are also, some of them are Signature Series, not all. Here we have a Sports Illustrated from 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays. Isn't this perfect timing? The Toronto Blue Jays winning the World Series. Yeah, back in 1992. That was a fun night. I drove into Toronto that night when they won, I remember. Anyways, there you go, in a 6.5. Perfect timing as the Jays play tonight again. Working their way to the World Series. And I'll be honest, I'm just a bandwagoner, guys. They start winning, I start watching. Got that here. What else do we have? We have a JSA authenticated Johnny Manziel cover, 9.2. The signature right there. Stephen Chang, go Jays, go. Hey, Johnny, yes, that's right. Let's see how they do tonight. It's going to be tonight's my family celebration. We're heading over to my brother's place. It's going to be so much food tonight. Died out the window tonight, my friends. But it's going to be a lot of fun eating all that turkey and goodness and then sitting down and watching the baseball game. It'll be fun. Looking forward to it. Bit of a relaxing night before tomorrow. And tomorrow is my day. Tomorrow being a holiday, I'm not going to have a holiday. I'm going to work. I'm going to finally get down to business and get those PSA magazines organized. I should know by now how much the magazine submissions cost, as well as the PSA cards that we're going to be featuring on Tuesday. I should know what the cost on the shipping on those are by now. So I'll be doing all that tomorrow. Okay. We also have, Playboy from 93 with Jerry Seinfeld, signed by Jerry Seinfeld right there, authenticated. Pretty cool. An 8.5. These are books I thought that already came back, and they hadn't. I was certain that. And the funny thing is, what it is, sometimes what I'll do when books are graded, I'll go and I'll look at the books online. And so my brain being as exhausted as it usually is, I think the books are here, and they're not here. I just happen to see them online, and that's what, and my brain just kind of mixes it up. Here we have another one, authenticated Kevin Hart, 9.2 Rolling Stone. Very cool. JSA authentication, still very hot for sure. We have a 9.0. This one is signed by Michael Anthony, Gary Sharon, and Alex Van Halen. The inside right there. A 9.0. I will do my best to get these organized by Tuesday or Wednesday and contact the owners for pickup. We have a 9.8 copy of Penthouse Comics #2. Right there. Beautiful 9.8 copy. And another 9.8. We have a 9.8 copy of Savage Sword of Conan. These are Bad Hombres, I believe, right there in a 9.8. These are pre-screen, if I remember. 2, I think, came back 9.8, and the other 2 did not. We have an 8.5 copy of Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, Origin Sons of Tiger, an 8.5. Right there. We have a Vampirella number 31 and a 9.0. Very cool. If you guys have any questions about pressing, cleaning, grading, timelines, whatever, just give me shoot a message in the chat there and I'll answer any questions you might have. Here we have a 9.8 copy, another Savage Sword of Conan. This one's signed by Joe Jusko. Beautiful copy. Look at that. And a 9.8. Gorgeous. Jusko had the in-house CGC signing. A lot of Todd McFarlane books coming in, my friends. There's still time. Let me have a really quick look here. Hey, Sam, how's it going? I believe that CGC actually extended. Let me just double check this really quick. McFarlane. And if they did do as I think they did, I can extend my deadline. McFarlane. Here, hold on a second. Oh, come on. Right here. Okay, let's see. Come on. Slow internet here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so now all submissions have to be in by November 28th. So I'm going to change my ad because I had October 31st, but they obviously extended it. So yeah, if you guys have any books you want to submit for Todd McFarlane signing, by all means, I can help you with that. It is not cheap, my friends. I've had guys send in 1 book, 5 books, 8 books, 10 books, and you're looking at around $225, $230, depending on the exchange rate for a signature and slabbing. And there's other fees involved as well. If you need me to provide a window bag, there's a little fee for that. And because CGC does not pay dealers for this event. What I mean by that is when you submit books to me or any dealer for grading, they give us a bit of a discount. And that discount is kind of how we pay ourselves for the service. When it comes to Signature Series, in-house Signature Series events, they give us absolutely nothing. So I do charge a little something for that to cover the paperwork and the hassle of shipping and tracking and maintaining the order. So and I'm sure most other guys do that as well. But yeah, so keep that in mind. It's pretty pricey. Todd McFarlane is a celebrity artist. It's probably double what most guys charge when they do in-house events at CGC. When it comes to artists, there's some celebrities that charge even more than that. I mean, I remember when Robert Downey Jr. came to town, it was $800 US for a signature. So I guess in comparison to that, it's a bargain. Okay, let's keep going here. What else we have? A couple of just regular old mags here, non-signature series, and then I have almost 25 signature series books. So don't go anywhere. Here we have a Savage Sword of Conan. Oh, this is a disappointment. This is an absolute disappointment. Savage Sword of Conan 174, Arnold Schwarzenegger autograph deemed not authentic. You guys, I shared these with you guys a while back, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they said they didn't give it a green label. It's blue label. And what I have a feeling this is auto pen, I would think, which is a real shame. What's crazy, though, is at the bottom here, this company actually gave it authentication here. So, CGC deemed it not authentic. I I'm not sure what to do with that. And then, of course, here as well, another one, also signed by Arnold. According to them, not authentic. So I'll have to talk with the owner about that and see if there's any next steps. I don't know. CGC really does not care. What I mean by that is if a company says something is authentic, they don't have to agree with it. They don't have to agree with it. If they feel it was not authentic, then that's the way it is, and that's the way it is. They don't have to, like I said, agree with it. Here's another Jerry Seinfeld one, an 8.5. Seinfeld Forever, like a TV guide special. Like that one, they obviously thought it was real. So yeah. Now Arnold Schwarzenegger is a celebrity who doesn't do a lot of signings. Maybe he's starting to now, but he hasn't for a long time. So I don't know what can be done about that, if anything. But anyways, there you go. There's a first batch of books. Here we have some more. Here's some really nice, some nice comics. Here's a beautiful copy of All-Star Western 10. First appearance of Jonah Hex in a 9.4. Gorgeous copy at a 9.4. Spartacus says, good question. Do you recommend getting a CGC press add-on for after the signing event? I'll be honest. Some guys do it. They'll have me press it, and they'll have it pressed again by CCS. I don't know. It's a lot extra money. I don't know if I'd recommend it or not. I've gotten a lot of books back in a 9.8 when they're being signed at the event. I don't recommend it. I mean, I never say to people, hey, yeah, you should, do another extra bit of pressing at CGC. I'm not a huge fan of their pressing. I've seen, in fact, that one of my clients today sent me a book he's bringing in to get cracked and pressed and sent in for Todd McFarlane's signature. But the funny thing is he paid to have it pressed the first time, and he shows me the back, and there's all these dents in the back that should come out with a press. A good press. So I don't know. I hate to see people spend extra money more than they have to. So, I mean, if you are a little bit superstitious, or you think that the handling may not be as gentle as you'd like, then you could always add it. But I don't know. I don't think that their pressing is all that great to begin with. And again, the reason I say that is I really do believe that they run it like an assembly line. And I tell people, I go, wow, you're pressing so expensive. CCS only charges, this much money. You guys charge this much more. I'm like, yeah, okay. But A, you have a conservator looking at your books. B, you have 2 to 3 people checking out every book. Even if your book's a $20 or $30 book, you decide you want to get it pressed. It's not getting, we don't treat that book any less important than a valuable book. Every book is given a lot of attention at our shop. Perhaps that's why it takes so long. So yeah, I think if you're going to have it press at CCS, you're going to give it a really quick press, and out the door it goes, So I don't know. Here we go. We got Superman Annual 11. This is this is a Russian edition. From that very famous series from The Man Who Has Everything, I think it's called. Yeah, for The Man Who Has Everything. Great. I love the cartoon version of this too, and in Justice League the cartoon right there in a 9.6. It's very nice. Something you don't see every day, a Russian version. And then we have also in a 9.8, Amazing Spider-Man 300. This is a Turkish edition of Amazing Spider-Man 300. White pager, 9.8. That's amazing. From 2022. So it's not a super old book, but anyways, it's a little bit smaller than the average comic, and it's a 9.8. Very cool. Hey, Elite Comics and Cards, how are you? Scribble says it all. Happy Thanksgiving. You too, my friend. Hope your dinner and your celebrations it'll be as fun as mine is going to be very soon. Spartacus said that already. Yeah, and I would do what Sam says. Not many of you here, but please hit the like button. It does help the analytics out. Again, guys, it's Tuesday. I'm doing a new thing. I'm going to be showcasing cards that have come back from PSA. As you know, I am no longer sending cards to CGC. That's it. I'll send comics to CGC and magazines. That's it. No cards, no videos, no video games. I'm done with that. Don't know, Scribbles. We'll find out in a moment. I'm not sure what the heck's in here. Let's put these comics away. Now I've got a full box. I think it's like 25 comics, all signature series from Fanexpo. So sit back, relax. Some really nice ones in here. I did see a lot of nice grades. I just don't know exactly what's in here. We have a Star Trek #1, signed by a newsstand copy, signed by Mr. William Shatner himself. And that is at an 8.0 right there. Very cool. We have Batman #609, signed by Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb, in a 9.4. And I told them, by the way, some of you guys requested, please have them sign up here, or have them sign over there, or have them. And I put notes on the window bags. Hello, please sign here. And this one, I think the owner wanted it signed up here, and they signed down low. So I mean, what can I do? I can only ask. Doesn't mean I'm going to receive. Gamora #1, signed by Marco Cicchetto. Right there in a 9.8. Very nice. Gamora. Another Gamora, same issue. Yeah, it is. Another one, double one, 9.8 as well. And then we have a Thunderbolts #7, also Cicchetto, and this one came back in a 9.4. And then we have 9.8 Absolute Superman Noir Edition, signed by Jason Aaron, right there. Now, the way we do it, and this is the benefit of being facilitators here in a city where the signatures are taking place. People, drop off the books. We get the books signed. The witnesses take the books to Fanexpo in Toronto. The books are handled by, my facilitator there, and by my witness, and then by the actual artists or performers or actors. They get back to us, and then we have the luxury of pressing the books after they've been handled. So the next person that gets these books should be the receiver, which makes me very nervous. But anyways, the receiver, and then, of course, the grader. So, these books are not being manhandled by 20 people before they are graded, right? Here we've got a Batman #608, signed by Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee again. And this one's a 9.2. Second printing. Yeah, second printing right there. It's kind of out of focus. There we are. Stephen Chang has something to report back regarding his experience. I dropped off books at CGC during San Diego Comic-Con, paid for CCS, got the books back so fast, and contacted them, asked if they actually pressed my books. They told me no and had to ship them back. Wow. Yeah. Listen, Stephen, quality control at CGC, one of the reasons I'm very not happy with them lately. Again, if you guys watched this show, you saw a few weeks ago, had I not watched very carefully the paperwork, and when I say paperwork, I'm talking about, you may see me take them in. The books come back with little slips, right? And I sometimes just ignore those, but Tony sent in a Daredevil 1 for pre-screen, for pressing and regrading, and it was a CBCS book. It came back in the original CBCS slab. They did nothing to the book. They looked at it, they eyeballed it, charged us $160 US to eyeball it, and I noticed they also charged me an additional $500 US, $480 US to press it, but they didn't press it. It was still in the CBCS. But if I hadn't paid attention to that, I would have been out $800. They credited it back to me, but I mean, I had to pester them a little bit for that. But yeah, so yeah, it is what it is. We have here an X-Men #1, signed by Jim Lee, beautiful, in a 9.8. This is one I think that was bought from Charlo. The owner sent his own copy in that was already graded. And I said, well, why don't you just buy another one? They're not that expensive. And so Charlo sold him this one from the Comic Loft. Boom, 9.8. We pressed it, made sure it was as perfect as it can possibly be. Then we have a 9.4 copy of #3. This also belongs to that same owner in a 9.4. This is a nice one. A 9.8 copy of Back to the Future 1, signed by Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. 9.8. Beautiful copy right there. Lovely. Just lovely. Another Superman, absolute Superman, signed by Jason Aaron and a 9.8. And by the way, more Signature Series books are coming back. We had about 100 books or so. Not bad for not being physically at the event myself this year. I was, quite happy with the amount of submissions that came in. Here we've got another Joseph Loeb, Spider-Man Blue, right here in a 9.8. And then we have an Ultimate Wolverine, signed by Chris Condon in a 9.8. And Chris did that cool little snicked remark on there as well, too, on a lot of the books that he did. CGC won't tell you if they forget to send your books to CCS. At least with Comic Doctor, he presses it before 100%. You want it? Yeah, we do. Now, that said, a lot of guys will think, well, Kevin, you if the books don't need a press, are you still pressing them? No. I mean, look at, I'll be honest. I'm going to straight up. Most books can use a press. Even brand new books that are off the shelf can use some attention. Have a look at the Instagram post I just did last night of the Wonder Woman book. Pretty modern book. I mean, the damage on that book I've seen on brand new books right out of the box will look like this, and we can fix it. Now, most of the time, modern books might have a minor flaw, just a little minor flaw, but it still needs attention. So we'll do it. But if we feel the book is fine, we're not gonna charge it $25 or $30. We'll just send it along and get it graded for you. If we feel it'll still get that 9.8. But if it's got a little dent or a ding or something, I think that it's going to draw the attention of the grader's eye to. We're going to fix that before we send it in. John says, the fact that your crew takes their time to press, clean, assess, and prepare our books is why we come back. No mention. Well, thank you very much, John. Yeah, I'm doing it for going on 15, 16 years now doing this. And we're still going. And, we just garnered a couple of new American clients this week. We're very happy to welcome to the family. Look forward to working on their books as well. It's starting to pick up again, which is fantastic. And we're starting to get into the cards now. Again, I don't know much about the cards per se. I know how to handle them. I know how to take care of the shipping and all that stuff and the customs and all that. I've got so much experience with the comics that I'm totally fine with the cards as well. So we're starting that as well too. So we're starting to amp up our comic book submissions as well too. Having a new website built. We're doing all kinds of fun things at the office. So if you're in need of a comic book presser or facilitator for grading, look no further. And check out our Google reviews. They're pretty good. But thanks, John. Appreciate the sentiment. Yeah. If you watch my last show, I ranted there, man. I ranted. And again, I wrote to the vice president last week. Never heard nothing back. Not even a, hi, Kevin. Sorry you experienced nothing. Not even an underling contacted me to say sorry that you had to experience this. And I still haven't. I've even the whole email thing with the whole statements, still working on that. I created now a Yahoo account that is not my server, because my website is at a server, a separate server. I hire a company, right, that hosts my website, and all my emails go through that. I've never had a problem with that server for the 20 years I've worked. I've had other websites too through this company. They've been fantastic, and never a problem receiving emails at all. And now, like I said, last 2 or 3 years, I don't get certain emails from CGC. So now I've set up a separate email through Yahoo. And if it doesn't work with that, God, I don't know what else I can do. It's just like, what else I can do? Lord Thoth, happy Thanksgiving, my friends. Happy Thanksgiving. And enjoy the game tonight. You made my cards. Oh, great, Sam. I'm so happy. I know it was really busy when you came to pick up the cards that day. Sam submitted about 10 or 20 cards. 10, I think. No, 20 cards in for our prep service. So what we did is we took his cards, and again, very benign service. We're not like, soaking the cards or cleaning the cards up where they could be potentially flagged by PSA and then given a no grade or a tampered with grade. We just basically wipe them down, tighten the edges up a little bit. Very, very simple techniques. And then, of course, put them in brand new penny sleeves and the proper PSA size, semi-rigid sleeves that they request when you send books in. So his cards are now ready to go to get graded should he wish to grade them. They're ready to go. He can ship them off the PSA on his own. He can use us, whoever. They're ready to rock and roll. So I'm glad that you're happy with that, Sam. Certainly appreciate it. Okay, let's keep going here. We got quite a bit more here. We got another 10 or so books. We got an Ultimate Spider-Man #2 signed by Mark Cicchetto in a 9.6 right there. Beautiful comic. We also have, oh yeah, this is gorgeous. Check this out. 9.8 copy. Conan the Barbarian. Ken Lashley drawing on this. Beautiful. Look at this. Gorgeous Ken Lashley drawing, rendering the beheaded ghoul or gargoyle or whatever the heck it is. Creature. Very nice. Very, very nice. And then we got a few of these. We got a 9.8 Star Wars #1, signed and sketched by Nick Bradshaw. Check this one with Grogu. That's a great one right there. Look at that. I should put some of these up on my Instagram page because they are really, really nice. Very nice. And then another Conan book signed by Nick, or drawn and signed by Nick Bradshaw. This one's absolutely stunning. Look at this. Right there. Check that out. Isn't that nice? And this is for Jeff, I believe. These are Jeff's books. Some of these are Jeff's, I believe. Yeah. Here we got another. This is Ken Lashley, signed by Ken Lashley and Daphne Keene, who was at Fanexpo this year. Check this one out here. Right there. So you got Ken Lashley's signature and you got Daphne Keene's signature right here. Very cool. And a 9.8 as well. Very nice. These are really awesome to see. This is kind of the fun. These are the fun Fanexpo books when people actually have the artists, work on these sketch covers. I love seeing what they come up with. And some of these are really, really nice. We also have I think they are here. We have a Ninja Turtles book signed by Jason Aaron. It's got SMZ foil cover in a 9.8 right there. I think that's yours or one of yours. Very cool. Oh, shoot. We also have another. We have a I Hate Fairyland, signed and sketched by Derek Loffman in a 9.8 as well. There you go. And we got a Wolverine #27, signed by Jim Lee in a 9.4. I felt like I was there, Lord Thoth, but yeah, I was in Waikiki this year during Fanexpo. Once I retire from teaching completely, and I'm not sure what that's going to exactly be, but it's imminent. I would like to do the rounds. What I mean by that, I'd like to set up at some of the bigger shows throughout Canada. I'd like to go to Vancouver and Calgary and Winnipeg, and even maybe out some of the East Coast shows as well, too. It'd be kind of fun to try that out. My son is still the age he can accompany me. He's still doesn't mind hanging out with the old man. So it'd be fun to do that. So that's my joy. Fanexpo, I probably will do in August this year. I just got to tap one of my buddies in the shoulder to see if I could lease out some space at one of their tables. What else we have here? We have some Art Adams, which turned out really good too. We got this awesome X-Men Annual 14 signed by Art Adams in a 9.8. These are Gord's books, I believe. I hate guessing, but I think it's Gord's books. These are really nice. We also have another Klaus Janson, 9 point. Whoop, almost dropped it. Oh my gosh. Can't drop these. What happens if you drop a CGC slab, right? Crack. 9.8 Klaus Janson, Punisher #1. And I like that there's, he's got one of these, but you know what? Two of them is always nice too. So congratulations, 298s, both signed by Klaus Janson. They're both Gordo's books, I believe. What else? I know. Oh, we got a couple more here. No. Just one more. Last one. And we end with another Art Adams book, 9.8, and Canadian price variant. Awesome. Canadian price variant, 9.8, long shot number 1, right there. Signed by Art Adams as well. Guys, that was about 25 of the signature series. 25 to 30, including some of those magazines. Oh, no. Actually, there's some JSA, about 5 JSA bags, and about 25 signature series. More on the way. Like I said, almost 100 of them went this year. So quite a few more to go. Yeah, anyways, the slabs look really nice. I will contact any owners if their orders are complete. You can come on by the shop on Saturdays to pick them up. If you are, also I want to say this too. If you are long distance and watching the show, if you are wanting to have any books pressed and clean and you want me to pay for your shipping label to get your books to me, this little deal I've had going on is ending on October the 31st. Starting to get a little bit busy, so I'm going to kind of cap this baby off October the 31st. It'll come back probably the new year sometime. But for now, October 31st, this little offer of mine will come to an end. So if you have any books you want to send in, and if you're located anywhere in North America, that's right. I don't care if you're in Arizona, Florida, Vancouver, or Halifax, anywhere in between, all the way through, I will send you a shipping label to get your books to me. And if you're American, don't worry. I have my ways of getting your books to me safe and sound. You would not believe the books that just arrived from a California client. And yeah, no problems at all. They got here really fast, safe, and sound. So again, if you have books you want to send, I need 10 minimum. And I will happily send you a shipping label. Guys, again, that's it for me. I'll be back on Tuesday with Travis to share with you some of our first PSA arrivals, PSA trading cards. If you're a trading card fan as well, too, you're going to want to tune in for that. And we'll talk about the whole process, the services that I offer that night as well, too. And if you're looking for someone to facilitate PSA grading for your comic books or your trading cards, look no further. Again, the Comic Doctor is a PSA authorized dealer. Guys, if you're Canadian, have a fantastic rest of your Thanksgiving Day weekend. If you're out with your family, have a great time with them. Enjoy that time with them. And I'll be back again, like I said, on Tuesday. And my American friends, well, your Thanksgiving is coming pretty soon, so you'll have to wait for that blessing when that time comes. Guys, have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you again very soon right here on the Comic Doctor YouTube channel. Until then, all the best, be well, and see you soon. Bye for now.